Welcome guys, this is Ola from Stop Me O channel. I'm back with another video, Life is Strange Theory 1, so if you enjoy those, please subscribe to my channel and leave a thumbs up. What I want to discuss today is forces of nature and spirit animals of Arcadia Bay. In Life is Strange, you know, next to the Blackwell Academy there is a totem, like an Indian symbol, and Indians strongly believed in spirit animals. That's why I think most of the characters have spirit character of their own. Basically, it's kind of obvious that there's a connection between animals and people in Arcadia Bay. But there's been some discussions going on about mostly Rachel, Chloe and Max. Well, if I want to start with Max, like Max is kind of an obvious one. Max is a doe. Although there's been some people claiming that doe is also Rachel's spirit animal. But what I want to prove to you today is that doe is not Rachel's spirit animal and that she is in fact a force of nature strongly connected with fire. And also her spirit animal is a fire-connected one. Elements of nature have a big influence on Life is Strange gameplay. This sort of reminded me yesterday of Captain Planet and the Planeteers. Do you remember this show? Like there were elements of nature and people responsible for once. So if you have a look at Life is Strange, elements of nature have a big influence on the gameplay. Life is Strange, it was mostly wind, tornado, that Max was able to influence or sort of incorporate. And before the storm one, that's a fire. People claim that Rachel has some sort of abilities, that she is in a way responsible for fire. You know, the way she kicked the bin and roared. It really reminded us of like Leo or something, her zodiac sign. If you have a look at the meaning of the totem, the meaning associated with the deer combine both soft, gentle qualities with strength and determination. So it's gentlest, ability to move through life and obstacles with grace, as Max did, being in touch with inner child, innocence, Max is Chloe's childhood friend, being sensitive and intuitive, vigilance, ability to change directions quickly. Max was changing the events, using time travel. Magical ability to regenerate, being in touch with life's mysteries. So to me, that's Max. I mean, some people claim that Rachel was also a doe. In a way, she was. Like developers confirmed that Rachel came back as a doe in Life is Strange to sort of lead Chloe and Max, so that they were able to find Rachel's body, and Rachel's spirit was able to finally become free and get some vengeance on Arcadia Bay, Mr. Jefferson, and other people who were involved in her death. So that's why I don't think Rachel is a doe. What I think is Rachel came back in the form of doe because for Max it was easy to sort of associate and sort of familiarize herself with the doe because it's her animal. Like she's wearing a t-shirt, she dreams about the doe, she keeps seeing a doe. What I think Rachel is, what sort of animal would you associate with fire? To me, Rachel is a dragon. She has a dragon tattoo. Like there were people claiming that Rachel could be a blue jay or a blue butterfly. But I'll get to that. I don't think Rachel is a blue jay. I think Chloe is a blue jay. I think Rachel is a dragon because Rachel needs to be a fierce animal, like a dragon or perhaps a Leo, but for the same reasons. Because it's a bold animal. It's an animal that's out there, self-aware, in a way aggressive, confident, being able to fight for herself, for themselves. So that's the essence of Rachel. If you have a look at the fire dragon definition, it says that fire dragon represents transmutation, energy and mastery. As your power animal, he lends you enthusiasm, courage and vitality. Your inner fires will ignite. He will help you handle and overcome obstacles. He is a strong protector and will offer you leadership and mastery. He will assist you by giving you greater strength as you achieve your goals. So that's Rachel to me in a way. Rachel is a very strong individual. She is a fire dragon. Max is an obvious doe, like if you think about Life is Strange ending, both of them, there are does involved. If Chloe dies, then you get to see Max on a cliff wearing a doe necklace, as well as you can see Max standing next to Chloe's casket wearing a doe necklace. If you decide to save Chloe, then you get to see the remains of Arcadia Bay and there are does running around. Like they almost seem happy that everyone died. Well, I'm kidding obviously, but it was more of a rebirth in a way. Like there was a small doe, like a young one. So it was nice. It felt like Rachel's spirit was finally free, and through this bittersweet ending, Rachel got her freedom again. So you have fire and wind. Max is wind and Rachel is fire. Rachel could be dragon because dragon is fire associated. And Max is a doe because doe means innocence. So what does it leave us with? It leaves us with a blue jay. Some people claim that Rachel was a blue jay. And I do see their point. Like, when you think about Life is Strange, there was this bird that Max kept trying to save out of the bedroom, out of the house. So to me, it seemed like the blue jay, apart from the obvious part, so the hair color, feather color, so blue jay was Chloe. And the fact that Max kept saving it, the same way as she did during the game. There are some people who claim that blue jay was Rachel's spirit trying to set itself free. I see it point, but I disagree, and I think I found a reason why. Like, you have to take a look at the blue jay totem definition. The blue jay totem definition says that blue jays are intelligent birds known for their bright blue and white feathers and their loud voice. They have strong family bonds and form complex social systems. They have the ability to mimic the call of hawks and use this to scare away not only hawks themselves but other birds as well. Blue jays are beautiful but known for being aggressive towards other birds. So one could say that it's not enough to be convinced that blue jay is Chloe. But what got my attention today is the fact that blue jays are able to imitate hawks' sound and then to use it to scare it away. If you remember Principal Wells's office, there was a hawk statue standing there. So it seems like Principal Wells's spirit animal was a hawk. And Chloe has this ongoing quarrel with Principal Wells. So it seems like there's this connection between a blue jay and a hawk that's Principal Wells, which is amazing. Like, this convinced me. I'm not sure if this convinces you guys, but it convinced me for sure. Chloe is a blue jay. Now, I don't want to get into some other obvious spirit animals because obviously it's been widely discussed and there's not much room for other discussion in this part because obviously Mr. Jefferson is an owl, a creepy owl, just staring at people and being there, and he was always around whenever an owl was around. Kate is obviously a bunny, like a frightened, innocent bunny. Samuel, the most innocent guy there is, he's a squirrel. Like the squirrels we see during the game, they just run around, they play around, they're very innocent and just playful, eating nuts and stuff. Warren is an ape. Ethan, I don't think he is anything yet. Then you get Frank, he's a dog, obviously. But then what about Butterfly? There's a blue butterfly in the game. Now, I have this idea. I don't think Butterfly is anyone's spirit animal. I think Butterfly is more of a symbol, like a motive. Because, well, for once, when we see the butterfly for the first time, it saves Chloe. Like, if you remember this exact moment, it was flying around, and then it just flew around the corner. So then Max went there, and then Nathan came in. I think in a way it's Rachel's spirit. Like when Rachel was guiding Max, she came back as a doe because doe felt familiar to Max. But then when Rachel was trying to save Chloe, she came back sort of as a butterfly. I think it was Rachel that made Max move so that she was able to save Chloe from around the corner. Obviously, butterfly is also symbol for butterfly effect. So time travel consequences. It's the obvious literal explanation that's out there, right to your face. But I also found something else interesting regarding blue butterflies. So if you have a look at this, departed loved ones can also speak to us through butterflies. Many people report seeing butterflies shortly after a loved one's death. Some see the butterfly as a symbol of resurrection, while others consider it to be the essence of the deceased soul. In fact, there is an old Irish saying, butterflies are souls of the dead waiting to pass through purgatory. That's pretty cool. Like, if you think about it, Rachel could have been both a doe and butterfly. Like, it would have been odd if there was a doe in the bathroom just, roaming around and guiding Max around the corner. So there was this butterfly. Also, in the version where Chloe dies, there's a butterfly sitting on the casket. I think it was a way to say goodbye or say that we are now back together, meaning Rachel and Chloe. But it's nice, like before the storm came through, there's lots of people that dislike Rachel for being dishonest in a way, if she in fact is dishonest, about Frank, Mr. Jefferson and other relationships that she might have been in while or shortly after being with Chloe. But I think in Life is Strange, Rachel did everything that she could to save Chloe. I mean, she was also trying to save herself and make people find their body, but she was also trying to save Chloe, which is another perspective that I appreciate. And I stand on my ground. I adore Rachel. Now, the last motive that I want to discuss with you guys is a raven. A raven occurred mostly in Life is Strange before the storm. And to me, it literally got my attention straight away. It just seemed like it's something that we're meant to pay attention to. So if you have a look at the raven meaning, like totem, spirit, animals one, it says that the raven has an abundance of folklore surrounding his history, some positive, some negative. Some have said he brings omens, bad tidings, and even signifies impending death. So in a way, this is what I thought. Like, I think raven doesn't necessarily have to be William's, so Chloe's father, a spirit animal, but it definitely stands for William in a way. Like, whenever we see a raven, we see William around. You know, we see a raven when Chloe is outside of her house, when David's fixing the car. We see raven on Chloe's t-shirt. We see raven flying around when Chloe is trying to find Rachel, you know, in the woods, when it got dark and Rachel was sort of right next to the tree that she was about to burn. We see raven in Chloe's dreams, in the car and next to the fire. So it seems like raven is an omen on death, or the storm that's about to come, or changes. So basically that's my opinion. I think that Max is a doe, spiritually. Rachel became a doe to sort of guide Max. She also became a butterfly to save Chloe. Chloe is a blue jay. As a blue jay, she is able to imitate hawk sounds to be able to save herself from Principal Wells, who is a hawk himself. So that's my theory. I also very much enjoy elements of nature in this game, like, you know, Max being air and Rachel being fire. I was thinking perhaps in Life is Strange 2, they will explore some other element of nature like water on Earth. That would be very cool. And then they could make a fourth one, or even a fifth one, regarding different elements of nature. Let me know what you guys think about this. If you enjoyed this video, leave a thumbs up and subscribe. There's a new Life is Strange video coming every week and some other ones pending as well. Take care of yourselves and bye.